Welcome to our March 2023 edition of the Magic News Network and AMI production. Greetings from our producer, Anthony Darkstone, and myself, Michael Leike. As sometimes happens in all media, an occasional slip-up occurs, and so we start our March edition with an apology to JJ for inadvertently leaving his name off last month's items regarding magic and laughter in France. He was very much an integral part. Here he is at FISM in Quebec. Much has been said, stated, photographed, videoed, and posted about the Blackpool Magic Convention. Space and time constraints don't allow us to cover it all in detail. However, if you didn't attend, you can go to Don Neufield's Facebook page. He's done a splendid job of capturing the flavor and ambience with hundreds of photos and several video clips. Seen here with Rod Chow, the Society of American Magicians president. By all accounts, it was an uplifting and joyous experience for all those who attended from all parts of the world. It would be superfluous to state more. However, it would be remiss if we didn't mention, albeit in passing, a wonderful quote by Brian Rollet, seen here with Hans Klock. Quote, "An absolutely amazing experience has come to its end. Over 4,000 attendees from all over the world with one common interest, magic, gathered in one spectacular venue for 3 16-hour days of mind-blowing magic. Gala shows starring the finest magic acts, more international sideshows, lectures and talks, famous faces you've probably seen on television, a £30,000 prize competition entitled The One, which was won by Han-Yoon Kim from Korea. Also, the dealer's hall had all the latest magic releases at one's fingertips." That's the Blackpool Magic Convention, unquote, from Brian Rollet. The SAM president from time to time appoints international deputies for various countries. Delighted to share that our producer, who also happens to be the president of the SAM International Assembly, was recently appointed International Deputy at Large. The at-large means that he is not country or region specific, but international. On February 18th, 2023, the International Magician Society, at a private ceremony, honored George Schindler, who's the SAM Dean, with the Merlin Award for a Lifetime Achievement. George Schindler is the oldest and longest-serving Dean of the Society of American Magicians. The Merlin Award was presented by IMS Chairman Tony Hassini. In February 1868, David Devant, the Magic Circle's first president, was born. David Devant was the most popular magician in his day. He was invited to perform at the very first Royal Variety performance in 1912. He managed and entertained regularly at the Egyptian Hall and St. George's Hall, two venues showcasing the greatest magic of the Victorian era. His famous phrase, quote, "all done by kindness," unquote, can be seen on this poster. The original is in a private collection, and the Magic Circle has a space called the Devant Room, complete with a bust of Devant. West End Magic is London's longest-running magic show, and this year celebrates 10 years with a UK tour. Since 2013, West End Magic has run throughout the year at the Leicester Square Theatre. So to celebrate, the regular London-based show, it is heading on tour around the country, starting and finishing at Leicester Square Theatre. The family-friendly show will begin the tour at its London residency in March, before embarking on a 15-day tour around the UK, concluding back at the Leicester Square Theatre in October. The show is an amazing mixture of award-winning magic, mind-reading mysteries, and comedy, featuring the mesmerizing magic and current president of the International Brotherhood of Magicians, British Ring, Oliver Tabor, plus magical compeer Wayne Trice, who amongst other feats will attempt to escape from his jacket. Plus special guest acts selected from some of the UK's finest magic and variety acts. Guaranteed to deliver the best in magic, illusion, comedy, and variety. Suitable for ages 5 to 105, the perfect treat for all of the family. Visit westendmagic.com for more information and dates. Scott Wells, Connie Boyd, Jeff Hobson, David Blaine, and Colin Cloud were recipients of the Valentine Award via Nick Lewin, who writes for Vanish magazine. This is the second year Nick has presented them. Nick states, quote, "The awards are subjective, personal, and from the heart," unquote. Kudos to Alexander May on receiving this award for the second time. Master mentor and performer Kenton Knepper was recently featured on the cover of The Linking Ring, an issue well worth pursuing and perusing. Message from Joaquin Ayala, quote, "Everything started with a phone call. We want to ask for your permission for the use of your name on an award we are giving to the most prominent in Mexican magic," unquote. Ollie, Jose Herrera, and Abby Herrera organized a magical event inside of a beautiful white castle in the city of Puebla, Mexico. The Joaquin Ayala Award was given to Francisco Suarez, El Mago Frank, for his spectacular artistic and magical career in Mexico. This award will be given annually by 3 judges who will vote for the most prominent in Mexican magic. We really hope that this award will be motivation for those artists who dedicate all efforts to preserve the art of magic. Another recognition to the participants on this event was the Blades of Doom Award. I'd never thought that an illusion I created years ago will be an inspiration for an award, unquote. The Maison celebrates 25 years, Many events will be taking place throughout the year. Full details via the site link below, and can also be accessed in English. Producer's picks. We are saddened to report the passing of many major names in the industry. In no particular order, they are Veronique Ross, whom many will know was the widow of Richard Ross. Originally from France, she settled with Richard in the Netherlands. Interestingly, she passed on Richard's birthday. Joe Stevens. Many tributes poured in from several major names. What a great loss to the magic community. Joe was an influence on Stan Allen, who produced Magic Live. The best tribute was from Lance Burton. Quote, "Joe was the first person to hire me to perform at a magic convention. His wife Martha saw me at the Midwest Magic Jubilee in the youth contest in 1979. She told Joe to go back and talk to that young man. Hire him to perform at your convention." Both Joe and Martha became lifelong friends. We collaborated many times over the years during the Desert Seminar. It was Joe's idea to have a lunch for the young magicians attending the seminar. That eventually became the Lance Burton Teens Seminar, which is still inspiring the youth at the IBM conventions. Thinking of Joe and Martha today. Deepest condolences to Mark and Amy and the entire family, unquote, Lance Burton. A whole book can be written about Joe and his many achievements, and indeed original thinking. One in particular was the $10,000 Desert Magic Seminar with the impressive Siegfried and Roy Gold Lion Award as a trophy. To state that Joe Stevens was a major influence on magic would certainly be an understatement. John Kennedy might never have floated a cigarette to his lips. Sawa may not have added some new sequences to his amazing seashell routine. A young Tim Conover changed a close-up pad into a live ferret. And there definitely would not be a trick called the finger ring on the hourglass. Joe Stevens' big ideas motivated magicians to produce and to push themselves and their magic to the next level, while at the same time inspiring young future producers as well. There is more amazing magic in this world today because Joe Stevens walked among us. Equally, many paid tribute to Scott Alexander, who sadly suffered a stroke while working on a cruise ship in St. Kitts. To quote Jeff McBride, "Just a few months ago, Scott Alexander and I spent 2 days together here at my home in Las Vegas. Sharing magic and stories, Scott was so creative. He was a real force of nature, and his contributions to the professional magic world area are countless. So many books and wonderful routines he shared from his professional repertoire. He was so passionate about magic and was, yes, great, his sense of humor. We will miss him so much. His life and magic live on in the many lives he touched and the students he had. Long live his memory, unquote, Jeff McBride. Last but not least was the unexpected passing of SAM former President Maria Ibanez on February 18th. She was inaugurated at an SAM convention in Dallas, Texas in 2007. At that convention, Anthony Darkstone produced and hosted 2 events in her honor, both written as an article in MUM by George Schindler. One was a talk show that had her and Phil Wilmarth as his guests. Phil, as many will know, was the former editor of The Linking Ring. The other was a special event entitled Curtain Call. Maria, also known as Merlina, was well known for her storytelling magic and received much press and acclaim, including appearing on the cover of The Linking Ring. What do you want your magic to be? Dear Eugene Burger often posed this question. Coming up on March 4th is another Chillin' with Darkstone, in which I will be taking part as a member of the panel. Not just an ordinary master class, but one with 4 masters who together have more than 200 years of empirical experience. An outstanding panel, a unique experience for you. We shall be discussing the various aspects of what makes good magic: performance, presentation, promotion, scripting, visual, lighting, sound, and lots more. Whether you perform stage, close-up, parlor, TV, walk around, bar magic, table hopping, Zoom, or any type of magic in any venue, it will give you the opportunity via your camera or chat to actually take part, share your thoughts, and address your questions to the panel. Tickets via Eventbrite link in various posts. A percentage of receipts will revert to the medical fund for Bobby Torkova, the internationally known New York magician. Included in the ticket price is a recording for you to refer to later. No matter what your level or status in magic, this is a wonderful opportunity to round table with some of the best in the business. Due to the round table and interactive nature of the event, there are limited places available. Strictly first come, first served basis. Full details via various posts this week. To stay current with all the Magic News Network episodes, please go to our Facebook page and ask to join at the link below. Thank you for watching. Until next month.